Hello YouTubers, got another small series of videos coming up here. Electrical devices. I need to change some of the receptacles in my house. Two of them in the basement are still the original, and two upstairs are also the original. And also in the bathroom, I'm going to show you how to remove and install what they call a stack switch, because they're stacked on top of each other. And just need basic tools to do this, but overall you need an understanding of electricity. You really you really need to know what you're doing with it. Otherwise you can get yourself shocked pretty good, quite possibly killed. But these are the basic tools that you'll need. I don't think this company's in business anymore, but these are Klein's insulated electrician screwdrivers, flathead and Phillips, because sometimes these take both, but sometimes the Phillips heads bite a lot better and you can get a more solid connection. And on the back of these there are push-ins. I do not suggest you use these. They have finally changed the manufacturing and the laws that you can only push number 14 wire in, which is now, according to the National Electric Code, white shielded. Some of those you could push number 12. I do not, repeat, do not recommend that you do that. And the reason is, all that is in there is a tiny little tab, maybe about that wide, if that. And when you push that wire in there, it just touches against that tab. It spring loads against it. Over time, those tabs do loosen up, and they cause problems, especially when outlets are used as pass-throughs. You have the power coming in and it feeds onto the circuit. There's another little technique I use that leaves the outlet out of that loop, which I hope to cover, because I don't know what's in some of these electrical boxes. It is loose connections that cause fires mostly, because loose connections aren't able to handle the current, and they heat up and heat up and heat up. They heat up and they catch fire, whereas a breaker, an arc fault detect may help against it, but a breaker detects an overload or dead short. If you got a loose connection, most likely you're going to have issues where they heat up, because I've taken these out. Now these are discolored on purpose. They're brass because that's your hot side and this is your neutral side, 120 volts. Now I've taken them out where this plastic's been cooked, and that's because of a loose connection. Sometimes you take these out, you find aluminum wiring, which has now been outlawed, aluminum Romex. I do not have a piece of it. If anybody out there has a short piece of it, you know, a couple inches like that, that I could show as an example, please let me know. I'd greatly appreciate it. Helped my father rewire a house several years back, and there were lots of these outlets that were just cooked. I mean, it's amazing the house didn't burn down, and I should have kept them. But that's a little preview. So hang tight.